All right. Happy Valentine's Day tomorrow, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Basketball Club's International Live, Courtside Live. I'm your host, Adrian Branch. BCI CSL is a series of real-time online interactive public events that connect professional basketball players to fans and youth around the world. This event features unprecedented access to players both practically and spiritually, talking about the challenges and successes of their lives. We're happy to be the BCI host live through Courtside Live, YouTube Live, FB, and Instagram. Tonight, joining us are some wonderful guests, and I'm looking forward to it. I got a chance to talk to them a little bit before the air, but we're going to get right to it. Tonight, joining us is Ty Ellis. Ty Ellis spent 20 years, that's right, 2-0, spent 20 years in basketball as a professional basketball player and coach, international NBA, G League, NBA, and USA basketball. He served as camp director for the NBA G League showcase, and amazing story. So I'm looking forward to turning it over to him, and you're learning about him. So Ty, welcome to this show here. Also joining us is Coach Scott Stewart out of First Baptist Academy, the Lions out of Naples, Florida. They're gearing up for the playoffs tomorrow, guys. So he's got a mob. I say that affectionately. He's got a mob of good players. Coach, let me see those guys over there, right? They're ready to rock and roll. Tell them a smile goes a million miles. There you go. And so Coach has a lengthy career as an international pro basketball player in Portuguese, Croatian leagues, and has been the only varsity basketball coach for the Lions that they've ever had, starting it in 2020. So, guys, welcome to the show. Coach, I'm going to let you introduce your guys. Give us a blow-by on who we have with this team before we get to Ty. Who we got here tonight?
All right, starting youngest to oldest here, we got Micah Taylor, the freshman. He's our versatile player. Over here is my sophomore. Back here in the black shirt is Andrew Lovell. We call him the sniper.
I like it.
Special. And then we have a junior here. We call him Double A, Andrew Azunke.
How long did it take for you to learn that last name?
He pretty much rolls with it. We just go with Double A.
All right. Then you got Double A. Yep.
Three-sport star, track, basketball.
Wow, impressive. Looking forward to hearing from him.
Back here is the floor general, Anijah Backer. He's a point guard.
I like it.
2.9 steals per game. And then we have the captain here, right here next to me in the white shirt, senior Adrian Rodriguez. He's averaging 17 points, 10 rebounds, and our team record is 20-5 this year. We're gearing up for the regional quarterfinals on Thursday.
Congratulations. I got to say, Adrian is my favorite because we got the same name. So sorry, Coach. I love them all. Just kind of like that name, Adrian. Hey, well, Ty, welcome back, brother. So happy to see you. Happy New Year. Happy February, Black Man Month, rock and roll, if that's your thing. Get down. But tell us a little bit of your story, Ty, and welcome to the show again.
Hey, man, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. And I absolutely love working with you, man. You do a phenomenal job of keeping the flow, energy. It's pretty awesome, man. Yeah, so as Coach said, I was fortunate enough to play professionally for be in professional sports for 20 plus years, 11 as an athlete, and the last 12 as a coach. And in 2021, I kind of got burnt out, man. I got burnt out from the business of basketball. Decided to move back home and start my own business. And I have an optimal performance company where I have clients from professional athletes all the way down to 13-year-old girls who play ball or soccer. And I'm an optimal performance coach. I help people perform at an optimal level. And I've been traveling the country, different colleges, different businesses, talking about leadership. I'm so excited. My next big speaking engagement, I've been doing a keynote for the Texas High School Coaches Association in February, which is the biggest coach association in the country, because Texas is the biggest state in the country, and I'm proud of that. We're very proud of Texas up here. So Super excited to serve, and that's why I'm here, man.
Wow. Well, congratulations. We're going to let you practice some of your trade on these young guys.
Let's go.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm excited about that one. Hey, Coach, you've got some champions with you. You guys are hot. Coach Scott Stewart, tell us a little bit of your story before we talk to your players.
I played basketball at the University of Florida, and then I went on a few tours with a Christian basketball club called Athletes in Action. I was able to travel the world for a couple of years playing with Athletes in Action, and then I got my first contract over in Croatia. And after that, I played 12 more years of international pro ball in several different countries. And I was able to connect with BCI Edge with Sharm Sherman and Kathy Sherman, which took
Absolutely.
me around as well, giving my testimony and using basketball as a platform to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. So that's what makes me happiest, and that's what I love to do.
Coach, I heard while we were off the air, you know, one of my mentors, along with Coach Sharm years ago, was Bill Alexson. So you teamed up with Uncle Bill Alexson?
Yes, that is correct, Uncle Bill. And Bill Alexson has invited me on several tours. I've been able to go with Bill all across the world. Went to Haiti 2 years ago, playing and coaching. And he's a very bold, faithful man and has challenged me in my faith many times. And I thank him for that.
Yeah, I am the spiritual offspring of Kathy and Sharm and Bill. He first started me back when I was privileged to do a lot what Ty does as a speaker. Man, I didn't know an apple from an orange, you know, starting out speaking with folks. So when you just mentioned Bill Alexson, he is still bearing fruit. So, man, congratulations on that. I want to talk to your freshman, Micah. Which one is Micah? Coach, tell me which one is Micah.
Right here,
There's
sir.
Micah. Well, you got the cool sauce on. You so cool. You frostbite, man. Are you? Hey, Micah. So you're a freshman. Tell me your story, man. So you at this wonderful Christian school. You're a freshman playing with the big boys. What is your secret to your sauce? What would you tell other freshmen how you're able to play with the big guys?
Man, I think it's all just about, mentally being prepared and just working hard. I've been playing since I was like 3 or 4 years old. So I am young compared to these older guys, but I think I have more experience under my belt.
Wow.
So obviously the coaching here is fantastic. So it's
You
it's kind
saying
of a
that so you can
shock.
get some more minutes for your coach. That was real smart. Hey, Ty, I think that was a
Hey,
real smart play. Very smart. Keep buttering them up. But I'll tease you. Go ahead. Go ahead. So you said it's wonderful coaching and you're confident with that one. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Micah.
yeah, and just a lot of new things. I've played a lot of travel ball in my life, a lot of less organized basketball. So I have the skill, the talent, but learning like the rigorous parts of the game, and the team aspect of it, and how to really fit into a system, I think has been really great for me.
I like it.
I've
It's
learned.
believable. Thank you for what you're saying. I'm hearing the little things. I'm hearing that you're young, but you still have experience and you have confidence. And guys, never throw away your confidence. If there's one thing, you don't want to be arrogant, but you want to be confident. So you got some confidence. You can make some noise. Very good. Where's my three-point shooter? Young Andrew, 38% from behind the arc. Tell me your secret sauce. So who is your favorite player? Is it Trey Young? Is it Steph Curry? Who do you like to pattern
Yeah,
your game after?
I like watching Steph Curry. That was the first person I really started to watch.
Wow. Hey, Coach, your guy looks so young. I want to tease him. Hey, Andrew, you got to do this for me real quick. You look so young. Can you make a muscle for me, man? You got one of these things? I want to say, Coach,
Uh,
does he have some fight? Dang. Look at that, Tom. I'm doing my push-ups. We need some spinach. We need some spinach, but that's all right. Nice. I love that one. Love that one. You keep shooting it. Andrew, that's got to be an African name. That's got to be from the homeland. What does
Yeah,
that
that is.
mean? What's that mean?
I like strong and mighty.
Hey, you made that up. You made that
No,
up. I'm going to look that up. Hey, Ty just said strong and mighty. I like that one. You look like that as an athlete. Man, so you're a junior 11 points, 5 rebounds, state champion in the high jump, and football player. Wow. How are you able to compartmentalize as an athlete when it's track season, when it's football season? Uh, give us an insight real quick. What's similar in those competitions and what's different? So act like we've never heard of sport. What's the mindset of a football player when it's football time? What's the mindset of a track player when it's track time? What's the mindset of a basketball player when you're playing for Coach Scott? So give us a teachable moment real quick.
Well, one thing that I feel like it's like different from the other, they're different from the other. Like for basketball and football, you have to like rely on your team, even though like obviously you want to do good for yourself, but you have to also rely on your team to
Scoot
ultimately
in
get the
again.
win.
We can't see you. So you're like this. Scoot in again towards coach. There you go. Perfect. We can see you. And so,
And then for basketball, like, or not basketball, for track, it's like
mhm.
more yourself. Unless you're on a relay race, it's like more yourself. You need to like dig deep within yourself. You don't have anyone else's morale. It's just you and your legs basically running out there. And yeah, I think that's the difference.
Wow, I'm so impressed. And so when you team up with your teammates and you guys are going to the playoffs with great momentum, what's the mindset as a basketball player versus the individual track sport? So take us through that real quick.
Well, my mindset's basically like you got to switch it to like whatever you need to do, what's best for the team. That's what you need to do. You need to, if you need to get rebounds, if you need to play defense, if you need to get a steal every once in a while, if you need to be that guy that like runs all around the court, you just got to be willing to do it. So
Beautiful, beautiful. Then we got our point guard, right? Anunja. Did I say that right? Anunja?
Anaja.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't the first one to beat it up, I'm sure, huh? No, you done heard everything. Hey, I would be your best friend, Ty. I would be the point guard's best friend because he likes to pass and I like to shoot. So I'm like young Andrew. I like that jacket. Man, give us the mindset. 3 assists and 3 steals. That means you're playing a complete game. What's your mindset when you're out there competing as the quarterback on the floor?
Yeah, honestly, just getting everybody involved, you know. I mean, the ultimate goal is to win, and, you know, you can't do that by yourself. So once you get everybody involved, it makes everything easier.
That's simple. So who's one of your favorite NBA point guards that you would, if in a perfect world, you wouldn't mind patterning your game after?
Definitely Kyrie Irving.
Never heard of the bum. Who is that? I'm teasing. He won us a championship in Cleveland. Yeah, no, he bout it as they say. Wow. All right. And then bringing it up, Adrian Rodriguez, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Brother, you are horsing them. You are getting your sweat on. Tell us about your game. Tell us what's the secret to your game. 17 points and 10 rebounds mean you got to be concentrating for those 32 minutes a game. How do you do that?
I mean, I just keep my game simple. I just let things come to me, especially with my guys always help me out, get the ball in my spots that I like to, take my shots. But I mean, I just keep my game simple, especially like I'm usually I'm the tallest one on our team, so I usually get the boards, put it right back up, and I just keep it simple and just let the offense just run my game.
Coach, I'm going to tell you this. It's believable. I love what your guys are saying. Sometimes young people can give you the company answer, but I believe them. Everything that your guys saying from your freshmen, I'm believing it. From your rebounders, from your athletes, I'm believing it. And so we're in for a treat, guys, because Ty Ellis, this guy is one of the best in the business. And I'm privileged to be in the same space as a life coach. But this guy, when he opens his mouth, he has something to say. So, Ty, man, the floor is yours. Man, rock and roll, 5 to 7 minutes. And I know it's a lot to pick from with these young guys. They're saying something. What are you seeing from this smorgasbord of young talent?
You know, the most important thing right now, what they're going through is their mindset, right? It's shifting. It's shifting stars. It's shifting stars winning a championship, right? And so I'm a huge Kobe fan. I was fortunate enough to play against him, and I always admired his game, but I couldn't be a fanboy of him because he was an opponent of me early in my life, right? But it wasn't until he was called home I started realizing how special he was. And obviously his athletic prowess and his size, but his mind was totally elite. And so what is the Mamba mentality? Kobe says it's a constant quest to be better today than you were yesterday and better tomorrow than I am today. So what that's telling me is he was comfortable with failure because he learned from it and he wasn't afraid of it. And a lot of people they're so afraid to fail, but they want to succeed. Failure and success are fraternal twins. Like they're born on the same day.
Say that one again.
And so
You got to say that one again. You say success and failure are paternal twins, if I heard it right.
Yeah,
Say
I say
that one again.
failure and success are fraternal twins. They're literally born on the same day. So many of my clients don't want to fail, but they want to succeed, right? And so I always talk about a mindset change. The important thing a person can experience in life is a mindset change. So mine happened at the age of, I say 8 or 9. So I got stuck like really bad. Like I never spoke outside of my home. So I was like 8 or 9. And I remember asking my grandmother, why did God choose me? She said, well, baby, everybody got something. They can just hear yours. In fact, one of the most powerful people in the Bible study, which is Moses. I cursed her. She said, every time you stutter, there's God's way of reminding you of how special you are. You're going to speak a living. You're going to lead many. And right then and there, I had my mindset change. And so I started going out and I stopped answering questions by shaking my head no or nodding my head yes. I literally started the process of speaking. Now, it took me a while, but I got it. Right. And so that changed, that followed me throughout my entire life. And so now as a growth mindset and a fixed mindset, I've adopted it now. I've adopted that growth mindset. So I'm not afraid to fail. I will get up on stage in front of thousands of people and speak and stutter still. But that's me. That's who I am. That's how God made me. I love it. So real quickly, I want to talk about a fixed and a growth mindset. Then I want to talk about greatness. Fixed mindset. A fixed mindset person assumes that intelligence and skills are relatively set. A fixed mindset athlete believes that innate gifts and talent are enough. Either I have what it takes or I don't. Nothing can be done about it. A growth mindset is the belief that your innate talents or gifts can be developed through commitment, discipline, and effort. A growth mindset athlete believes that consistent effort will help you fulfill your potential and grow your talent. It's so many young men and women that I come across that they believe the failure defines them. Them not being able to do something now defines them. And I tell you guys this, the worst advice I've ever experienced in life is people telling me, Ty, stay the same. No, change is inevitable. You're going to change. The core values that you have right now, who you are will change, but they'll become stronger or they'll become weaker. So we got to embrace change. As a matter of fact, we need to embody change. I got 4 or 5 minutes left. I want to talk about greatness. What is greatness? What is greatness? I've heard greatness defined as your ability to fulfill your potential and inspire others to do the same.
I like that.
Ooh, that's dope. When I heard that, I'm like, I forgot. I want to say Kobe probably said it, but it's your ability to fulfill your potential and inspire others to do the same. What that means to me that failure doesn't live and die with one person. Greatness doesn't live and die with one person. It shouldn't. It's your job right now. All of you guys have little kids looking up to y'all right now. So embrace that. And when you think they're watching, they are. When you're in the community, people know you, but you don't know them. And it's your job to embrace that responsibility and inspire others to be great. So I have this thing called CDOC, the 4 core values to achieve greatness: commitment, discipline, ownership, and consistency. You gotta have all four of these to be great. The problem is you can just use 1, 2, or 3 of them and be good. And nowadays, people get paid handsomely for being good. But being good is a moment, being great is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. So commitment. A quick story. I remember telling my son, he was about 6 or 7. I said, hey man, I'm gonna take you swimming Saturday. Monday through Friday, the best kid. Okay, I'm excited Saturday night to go swimming. I look at the temperature. I'm excited Friday night to go swimming. And I'm looking at the temperature. Oh, holy crap, it's going to be cold Saturday. Nope, I'm not going. I will not tell my son, no, I'm going to let Mother Nature be the barrier of bad news. We go outside. It's freezing outside. He takes his clothes off, jumps right in. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I said, isn't it cold? He said, yeah, but it only hurts a little bit. Then I can have fun. I'm like, oh, like it just blew my mind. This dude is like 6 years old. So I start walking down the steps. The water gets to my inner thigh. I'm like, man, this water's freezing. I'm out of here. But what he taught me was commitment. He was only committed. There's something about jumping in the pool where you can't press pause and you can't press rewind. Once you jump in that pool, you in there. But a lot of athletes, you're committed by walking down the steps. As soon as coach get on to you, as soon as the referees make a bad call, you run right back out of that commitment and think of yourself. In order to win a state championship, gentlemen, you guys have to jump in. Jump in. And it hurts a little bit, but I promise you, you have so much fun later. Discipline. There's 2 things with discipline. Either you will embrace discipline or live with regret. And I promise you, living with regret stinks. Ownership. So I would tell my players all the time, are you looking at the mirror, at the window, or looking in the mirror? Which one? Don't come out what that player is doing. Or why no, what are you doing? Accountability is such a buzzword in sports and business. Hold yourself accountable. Hold them accountable. Nah, it's ownership first. And ownership has to be willfully embraced. I want to hold my own self. I want to own it. I want to own my ugly. I want to own my good. And if you own it, OWN, others will notice. Own it. Right? CDOC, consistency, man. Come on. That one ties everything together. And consistency builds trust. Good or bad. Good or bad. I'll give you a perfect example. If it's the end of the game, I need 5 guys with elite focus from my play. I'm going to think about those practices where that particular player couldn't. Oh, my bad, coach. I'm gonna think about the practice where the player didn't touch the line. I need 5. I need 5 players to execute this play. Consistency builds trust, or right. And so, and that last word, it ties everything together. So, commitment, discipline, ownership, and consistency. Now, the question is to the group: what is the biggest threat to achieving greatness? What is the biggest threat to achieving greatness? What do you guys think it is?
Take a shot at it.
What is the biggest
Adrian, take a shot at it. Even if you don't know, take a shot at it.
The biggest threat to being great. Come on, guys, give me something.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Okay. Something else. The biggest threat to being great.
Even if you don't know, take a guess. Take a shot at it.
I would say outside distractions, noise.
Distractions.
I
Okay.
like that one.
All right. One more. Double A, talk to me, bro. The biggest threat to being great.
Well, I would say maybe like didn't want to say sacrifices. I don't know. Can you like reword it?
No. What is the biggest threat to being great? It's not. It's. There's no wrong answer, brother. What is the biggest threat to being great? What,
Maybe.
Adrian? What do you think?
Being good.
Being
mean,
good.
hmm
That's
Being
it.
good.
I mean,
The
just
biggest threat to being great is being good.
hmm
Sometimes we make it harder than what it really is. We talk about what greatness will give us: a scholarship, money, and this and that. But the problem is we try to bargain with it. If you guys have ever been to a high-end store or Louis Vuitton, Gucci, they never go on sale. Never. And that's how greatness is. You can't bargain with it. It costs what it costs. But being good to have you hitting that snooze button. Being good have you barking at the coach or getting a technical foul, but not greatness. Mm-mm. So we talk about the Kyries, the Kobe, LeBrons. They have decided along their journey in basketball not to bargain with greatness. It costs what it costs, and I'm willing to pay the price. That's what
Wow.
greatness is. And I encourage you guys to, whatever you do, basketball, schoolwork, whatever you do, greatness is a lifestyle. It's not a moment. And if you want to be great, commit to it. And I promise you, everything you want in life will definitely happen. That's my time, gentlemen. I appreciate you, Coach. Good luck in this upcoming tournament. When does the playoff start? Is it soon?
Thursday.
Thursday. It's go time, man. Let's go. Man, this is the best part of the season, man. So, man, I wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you, Adrian, so much, bro. I
Oh,
really love these talks with you, man.
oh, love that. Man, I was writing that down. Todd, thank you. CDOC, commitment, discipleship, ownership, consistency. Fellas, I once heard a man or woman's greatest ability is their dependability. A man or
Mm.
woman's greatest ability is their dependability. So you don't want to go out and score 5 points one day, 25 points another day, 6 points another day, 15. A man or person's greatest ability is dependability. Now, I want to ask you guys this. I want to shift this in celebration. And, Coach, I'll start with you, Coach Stewart. So you're at First Baptist. You've been their first coach from day one and the next steps and the next steps and the next steps. Let me ask your players. Guys, have you ever heard of this name, Dr. James Naismith? Anybody
Mm.
ever heard that name?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody know who he was? Take a
I
shot. Anybody
believe.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah, he invented basketball, exactly. And there were two reasons why Dr. James Naismith invented basketball, which is now the third largest moneymaker in Northern America. It's the NFL that is like, give or take, it's like over 50 banana, $50 billion that it grosses for football. Major League Baseball, I believe, is at 16 billion. NASCAR, I believe, is number two, which is like 30 billion. And then our beloved sport basketball is right after that is like 23 billion. So it's football, NASCAR, basketball, and baseball. And all of them are between 16 billion and like 60 billion. All right. Dr. James Naismith, 1896, 1890s, was the inventor of basketball. One more question for First Baptist basketball team that's starting the playoffs. He invented the game of basketball. Does anybody know why? Why he invented it? Take a shot. Adrian, Andrew,
I
Ananja.
think he invented it at a YMCA for a game for the kids to play.
Perfect. We'll check with that. The national pastimes back in the 1890s was football and baseball. And he wanted to bring the athletes inside to keep them in shape in those harsh winters. And then the second reason, anybody know the second reason for the game of basketball? Anybody know? We just showed a little answer. We just showed a little answer. Anybody know the reason? He was a preacher for the message of hope. This show here is the original intent. Coach Bill Alexson is still holding on to the tenets of the original intent of the game of basketball. Ty, in his performance coaching, wants to talk to athletes and influencer and achievers and also sprinkle in a message of hope. Hey, guys, Dr. James Naismith invented the game of basketball, one, to keep the athletes indoors and competitive, didn't want it as hard as football, but also wanted to make it more active than baseball. And the second was for a message of hope. So First Baptist, you guys, when you go out there as believers of faith, you are participating in the original intent of the game of basketball. So, Coach, tell me about that. Tell me about your faith walk. What is God to you?
Well, God is eternal. God is everything to me. And the reason I coach basketball is to use it as a platform to share the good news of Jesus Christ by whether example or word or just my life, everyday actions. So,
wow. Amen.
Yeah, it's definitely a message of hope, and it also is something I love to do.
Adrian, who is God to you? Who is faith or no faith? Who is God to you?
I mean, he's just my creator. He just made me to who I am today. Just to play the sport for him and just do it all for him. That's what I'm doing it for. That's why I'm playing for him.
I believe you. AB in the back, what is this faith thing? What is this First Baptist thing? Man, who is God to you, brother?
He's my creator and savior. I wouldn't be here playing this sport or even walking the earth without him. I'm very grateful for the people he's put around me and this environment, for sure.
Wow, I am impressed with that. Double A, you're an athlete, man, an athlete, student athlete, and rocking and rolling. What is faith to you, brother?
Well, God and everyone he's everything to me. I've been going to Christian school since pre-K, and my mom has just kept me in the environment for a long time, even through now. So yeah, I've just seen him move in great ways that nothing else could do. So like, he can do everything. He's the only creator.
Wow, I'm impressed. Micah, what is faith to you, brother? What is this God thing to you?
Yeah, well, for me, it's my reason, right? It's the only thing that made sense when you think about it logically. I read all the Quran, everything, and these other religions, and it didn't make sense.
Oh, okay.
Christ is what made sense to me, and I do it all for Him. We have a saying here at First Baptist, 4HG, which stands for His glory. So coaches, every practice we end it with 4HG, and I think that's you could call that the motto here. So.
Oh, I love that one. Thank you, boy. I believe that one. To my baby face Muscles. Hey, Muscles, what is God to you, brother?
I think, like Micah said, like the reason why you do stuff, whether it's basketball or something else, like you do it for him. Kind of like that's why we play basketball here at FBA, for his glory.
I'm going to open it up. We're going to do a speed round. I'm gonna ask Ty. I'm gonna get to my speed round, and the speed round. I'm going to hit Ty with this same question: who is God to you? But we're going to do a speed round. So I'm going to ask all of you guys, everybody there. I'm going to ask you a question. So I might ask you, just like what Ty said: what is success? What is failure? What is sleep? So get ready for a speed round. The first thing to come to your mind, nothing weird or spooky. But Ty, before we get to our speed round, who is God to you? What is faith to you?
Love. I think we can love anything away. I think love is a foundation of peace and joy, happiness. And so I know that God loves me, and I cannot do anything to take that love away. And so I don't have the pressure of being perfect. And so it's just love for me.
Got it. All right, here we go. So get ready, guys. First question that comes to mind, I'm going to ask you, and I might ask you two questions in a row, and then I'm going to pass it. But everybody's going to get a shot at this. So the speed round. All right, double A. When I say the word sleep, what's the first thing come to mind?
Time to rest, recover.
Anger.
Retaliating on maybe something that you shouldn't have retaliated on, like before you thought. Just made an action.
Your future.
Something that you're like working towards almost at all times. You want to make sure you keep a good reputation, all that for your future and your kids and everything like that.
All right. Andrew, competition.
I think it's something where you can prove something you've been working on and prove why you're the best at that.
All right. Potential.
I think that potential is all about the work that you put in. You have unlimited potential. It's just what work you do.
Okay, I got you. AB, likes.
To the likes.
Likes, like on likes, dislike, likes.
Lights, I mean, I guess energy, fluorescent.
Okay. Money.
I'd say it's really just like a physical form of, your time and energy.
Okay. Teammates.
Family.
Got it. Adrian, leadership.
Leadership is just being someone who can bring everybody together and just build a bond, make sure everybody's, you hold them accountable.
Okay.
And
Okay. I got you. Food.
I mean, that's just something to give you energy and keep you healthy, depending on what you eat. I mean,
Free time.
free time.
First thing that comes to mind, free time.
I mean, you just chilling, laying out, you're laying in bed.
Oh, hold on, man. Just chilling. You got to define that. You're in Florida too. You just chilling. It could be like this. Hold on, bro. Oh, and the dreadlocks too. Coach, what's up? Get your guys, man. Relax. What's up? He said, just chilling. Come on. Drug-free America, baby. Drug-free America. All right. Hey, Micah, get in the screen again. Come on over towards Coach so we can see you. All right, here we go. Micah, laughter.
Laughter. That's what double A brings.
I like that one. All right. Failure.
A pathway to success.
The flag.
The flag.
The flag. I pledge allegiance. The flag. You like the flag? Don't like the flag. First word come to mind. America. The flag.
I pledge allegiance to one flag, and that's the flag of the kingdom, which is of Christ.
Wow. I believe you. Okay. Very good. Coach, leadership.
Setting a good example.
Failure.
Get up, do it again.
Tone.
Responsibility, accountability, lead.
Your players.
That's the guys. That's my pupils. That's the guys I'm trying to teach and have life with. Do life with.
I love that. All right, Coach Ty. Here we go. Consistency.
Yep. Man, the foundation of success.
Discipline.
Negotiable.
I like that. Non-negotiable. I like that. I'm going to come back to that. Ownership.
Ownership. Health. It's healthy.
Commitment.
Commitment. A necessary habit.
Oh, I love that one. We just gave him back his own words. C-Doc. I love that one. Hey, Coach, so I'm going to open it up to you guys. You guys are sitting here, and I'm almost, Ty, you just mentioned, what'd you say, a fanboy when Kobe was on the court.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I only played against Michael Jordan. Man, you played against Kobe Bryant, So, Coach, I want to open it up to you and your players. What would you ask an NBA player from AA to Micah to AB to Adrian? What would you guys, you got Ty Ellis that's sitting there, and he's one of you. He has a heart for just trying his best. So I'm going to leave it up there. Coach, you and your players, what would you ask an NBA player like Ty?
I would ask, like, I feel like everyone has a reason why they play. So what's your reason why you do it?
Very good.
The reason why I played, why I do what I do now.
Why you played? Like what drove
Uh,
you?
what drove is opportunity because I went to an NAIA school. Like I never thought that I would have the opportunity to play at the professional level. When I got that shot, I didn't want to waste it. I think potential has a shelf life, and I want to maximize all of my potential in the game, and I never took it for granted. Never took it for granted. So that's pretty much it.
I like it. And you guys open it up, so don't even hesitate. Next one. Who's got another question? You got a pro sitting there. Adrian, AB, Micah, Andrew.
I mean, how was your lifestyle? How did you, move through all the people that maybe doubted you or anything like that?
Like that. Good question.
Yeah, we didn't have social media back then, but you still had the doubters. And so like that fueled me. And when my granny told me that everybody got something, it really simplified life for me. Like I think a lot of us, the players, even now with social media, we really chase the real, but don't understand the real, right? We chase the REEL, which is the perfection, right? And we chase that and we mimic. But the REAL, you will understand that that person that you love, he has the same issues that you do. He failed all the time, but he put the work in. And so for me, I was always the guy. I wasn't that good in high school. I grew into my body, but my body caught up with my habits. And then that's when people started coming, scouts started coming. But I was a skinny kid at an NAIA school. And by my senior year, I grew into my body. I became athletic all of a sudden. And now all the work I put in, now I'm a pretty player at this NAIA level. And so you just never know what God has in store for you. And I never chased it, right? I just focused on winning. I know it sounds cliche-ish, but I promise you, I just focused on being better today. And when tomorrow come, I was better that day as well.
Oh, that's good. Anybody else? AB, what you got?
Um, how did you overcome any struggles like failures or just being discouraged? Like how did you overcome that and push through
Yeah.
even at your level at NAI and reaching the NBA? What did that look like?
Bro, I grew up stuttering. Like you guys don't know what it's like to not be able to talk, have these words in your mind but can't convey it. Like I never spoke outside of my home. I would answer every question by shaking my head, no, nod my head, yes, and shrugging my shoulders, I don't know. People thought I was autistic because I never spoke. And when I overcame, I just imagine. So that's what I talk about a mindset change. So anytime I battle something, I remember what I already overcome. So I wasn't afraid anymore. So I ain't afraid to fail. Failure doesn't scare me. Matter of fact, failure, I have a good friendship with failure. So, and my best friend is me. So I'm always talking to myself. I don't need nobody else. Like I would ask my clients, who's your best friend? And they'll give me somebody else's name beside themselves. Nah, maybe that's your second best friend, but your best friend. And so I'm always talking myself up, always. And so when I have moments of doubt, man, I remember what I just did a few years ago. And so I don't let the outside noise bother me. I am the leader of my thoughts and not a leader of my thoughts.
I like that. I'm going to come back to that one. Very good. Very good. I like that one. Micah, you got one?
Yeah, how does basketball change as you move through the ranks, like playing at different higher levels? Does it feel different?
Good question.
Yes, it does. Yeah, everything changes. What coaches having you guys do now, we're talking about your eating, your sleeping, the weights, all that stuff matters.
The
All
mindset,
of
the routine.
the mindset is by far the most important thing. If you do not have mental strength and conditioning exercises, You will be controlled by mental emergencies. It's not if, but when. It's going to happen. So I would ask a team, what are you doing now for your mental bench press? What are you doing now for your mental curl? What exercises are you doing for your mental? And most of them say, no. And I ask, do you guys meditate? I'm asking you guys now. Do you guys meditate?
Break that down. What does meditation? It can sound real spooky or weird. I know you're not going
Yeah.
there, but break that down.
Yeah.
What does meditation mean? So go there.
So
What does that mean?
That meditation is sitting Indian style with your palms up, humming. Nah, bro. Nah. If you guys are
Can we put our palms down?
no, that's exactly.
Okay.
So, if you're thinking about something, that's a form of meditation. Now, what meditation is controlled thoughts. So you have affirmations, your declarations, or your visualizations. And you sit back and I teach my clients 4 4 4, 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, and hold for 4. And you give me your mind the proper oxygen to have elite focus. So now you're giving yourself an affirmation. I am ... I will ... And you in the blank, and you just talking to yourself, and you're feeding that positive person all that positive energy, as opposed to saying, well, what if I miss a shot? What if we lose the game? Well, I can say, well, what if you make the shot? What if you win the game? So what is your what if attached to? It's your choice, fear or faith. It's literally your choice. And so this is all my clients, they would send me a picture of them as a young child. And I would ask them, would you talk to this person the same way you talk to yourself?
That's right.
I'll say no.
That's good. That's good.
Well, you're talking to yourself that negative. Stop beating yourself up. There's only one perfect person ever on this planet, and that's Jesus Christ. And he didn't hoop. He didn't coach. He didn't do none of that stuff. Stop chasing perfection in an imperfect game. And we put all this energy and all this pressure on us to be perfect, and there's no such thing. So that's what meditation is. So there's 1,440 minutes in one day. I challenge you guys to give yourselves the first 3. The first 3 minutes. The first 3 minutes of every day, meditate. Be anchored. Be ready to attack the day. And I promise you that 3 minutes will turn to 5. That 5 minutes will turn to 15 throughout the day. When you come out of a game, you will give your mind 90 seconds. And it feels great to be in control of your thoughts.
Boy, wow. If I had a microphone, brother, I would drop it. That was good. That was good. Look, I got $5. The missus gave me $5. I'm gonna drop this. I don't know if you can reach through here. That was good.
I appreciate you, brother.
Wow, that was good. I'm gonna revisit that one again. So that was you said so much, as I'm taking notes, man. I'm sitting here and from all the way from First Baptist 4HG for his glory to what you were saying. What was that? Affirmation? What were those 4? What were those 3?
It's affirmations, declarations, and visualizations.
Got it. I love that. Thank you. All right, so let's go there again, guys. Let's go there. So I want to ask you. So Micah, what is when you're all alone? And I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna ask everybody. I'm ask Ty. I'm gonna ask Coach. What is your self-talk when no one's around? From your highest success to the middle of the road to something that you may have just had a clunker or just said the wrong thing or just been out of character. What is your self-talk? I'll start with myself. So my self-talk, guys, I've got to practice what I preach. I've been privileged to be in the ministry for over 30 years and 3 million young people in settings like this just talking. And so my self-talk when nobody is around is like, in Christ, I can't miss. In Christ, I'm walking in excellence. Excellence is a choice. So my self-talk is think like a champ, walk like a champ, feel like a champ, believe like a champ, sweat like a champ. And even when you ain't saying nothing, God dang it, Ty Ellis, even if I can't get to him, it's written all over me. I'm going to act like a champ. Why? Because that's a choice. That's my self-talk, guys. Even if I never could get to my Bible, even if ESPN didn't let me work on my 19th year, I'm going to act like a champ, feel like a champ, sweat like a champ, believe like a champ, because the choice to be a chump, the difference between a champ and a chump is you. So that's my self-talk. So that's where we're going. I'm going to believe that one. There ain't no Christian cologne. We just carrying it like that. All right. So, Micah, what is your self-talk when it's just
I
you
had to
and
drop
your...
the mic right there. We might have to drop the mic.
Sorry. I'm going to throw the mic. I'm going to throw the mic. Yeah. So I'm having fun. Praise God. But it's out of hurt, guys. It's out of hurt. You know, for the years that I was a professional athlete at the University of Maryland, when I was you guys' age, man, I was a stone cold knucklehead. So at the University of Maryland, between the ages of 1981 to 85, between the ages of 18 and 21, I was considered a can't miss talent. I had a McDonald's All-American trophy over the great Michael Jordan, had an MVP trophy, but I was considered the head case, and I didn't take things seriously. So at Maryland, one teammate got kicked off the team at Maryland for marijuana. One got kicked off the team for driving them to pick up marijuana. One teammate got accused of assault, accused of rape. And then you guys can Google this name, Len Bias. Len Bias. You guys ever heard of that name, Len Bias? Yeah, he was my roommate and my neighbor. 6'8", 42-inch vertical, 5% body fat. He was drafted number 2 by the Boston Celtics. The great coach, Indiana, Bobby Knight, said that Michael Jordan and Len Bias were the best basketball players he's seen since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 20 years. And he died of cocaine. And so through my brokenness, man, I was hurting. I said, I got to do like what Ty talked about. I got to get on my C-Doc, man. I got to handle my business. This God thing, he's either real or he isn't. And so that's where I've chosen out of that hurt to try to be the change that I want to see. All right, we're coming down, man. We got about 4 minutes left. I want to hit this one. When it's self-talk, talking about self-talk before we finish. All right, so when it's you and your own thoughts, even if you go there or you don't. Michael, what is your self-talk? What do you say to yourself when ain't nobody around, even if you do?
I try and stay future oriented, so I try not to focus too much on what happened, positive or negative. Don't get too high with the highs, don't get too low with the lows. Just stay kind of steadfast and just always trying to get better.
I love that.
No matter how good or bad the last thing that happened was.
I like that one. Boy, that consistency. That's what God was, faithful and true, consistent. Adrian, what's that self-talk when it's just you and your thoughts and your own world and your next challenges? What's your self-talk?
Yeah, it's almost like what he just said. I always try to, not stay so focused on like past things. Maybe it's like something not so good happened. I always try to maybe learn from it and always just try to keep going like at a steady pace. Just you got so much more to live for, and shouldn't even be focused on so much of the past. Just keep moving. And
I like that. That's so believable. Thank you. AB, my quarterback, my point guard, what is your self-talk? What do you say to yourself when nobody's around?
In the basketball realm, I try to, always remind myself that I've been working for years and just to trust in my game and trust in God as well. And out of basketball, I just try to always tell myself I can do whatever I want, and like anything I'm passionate in, I can achieve what I want to achieve.
Wow, I like that one. Coach, as a leader, as a dad, as grooming up the next generation and children that's getting ready to go off to college and in college, what is your self-talk when it's you away from the wife, the students, the administration? What's your self-talk?
Humble yet hungry.
Wow. Break that down real quick. Humble and hungry. What do you mean?
I try to stay humble because the minute you start thinking too good of yourselves, there's always something that's going to happen. Knock you right back down. And hungry to do better, hungry to demonstrate better, hungry to provide better. hungry
Wow.
to teach better,
Wow.
hungry to shoot better. So, that's usually the things that goes through my mind.
I'm loving that. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. All right, my three-point shooter, Andrew, what is your self-talk?
I would probably say not try to focus on others and focus more on yourself. We can get distracted of people taller, faster, stronger than us, and you just gotta focus on your game and know that your time will come.
I like that. That's believable because there's always going to be somebody a little more. So thank you for that. That is a true nugget. There's always going to be somebody in the world that'll tell you you're not tall enough, you're not short enough, you're not slim enough, you're not trim enough, you're not cute enough, you're not brute enough, you ain't black enough, you ain't white enough, you ain't street enough, you ain't elite enough to roll with me. Rule and rule, do and do, but at the cross, it's already done. You're already there. All right, we got two more. Double A, what is your self-talk in between all sports, man? What is your self-talk when ain't nobody around?
Well, most recently, without sports, I've been just thinking about how to get money. But
What?
um,
Maybe you
during
got
with
jokes. Tell some jokes. You know, Steve Harvey stuff gets a little old, so maybe you got jokes.
no, but with like sports, like I try to like if I make a mistake, because like in the past I would always think about all the mistakes I made, and what I could have done better. But now it's more like a growth part where like I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't do this, but maybe there's a reason. Or next time I'll learn to do this move or do this move or do other stuff like that. But yeah, it's more like a keep going mindset. Don't focus on the past.
Yeah.
Ty, the growth mindset is very, very helpful to think about because one of our slogans here that we try to talk about is striving for excellence. So having the growth mindset, I think, is huge for everybody, but especially these young guys who get caught up on the negativity or feeling so bad because they missed the last shot or making a turnover. Like you said, it's an imperfect game in an imperfect world.
Yeah. You know, the one thing for me is in 2020, when I stopped my last full-time coaching job, God gave me 2020. He gave me a clear vision of who I am and whose I am. And I realized that I put my ambitions above my vision. Right. And I realized I was chasing my ambitions, but now I pursue my vision. So I chase nothing, but I pursue everything. Right. And so it's something that these young kids, these young people, they chase. They chase the bag. They chase the girl. They chase. And anything you chase, it runs from you. But you pursue it. So right now, if I hear a no doesn't mean no. It means not right now. And I want to be in God's will anyway. So if I hear a no, that's God protecting me from something. I'm not ready for that. And I'm cool with that.
Wow.
And so I have so much control over my peace right now that I protect it every single day. And I think a lot of we willingly give it away to people that don't care about us, to things that are using us. But we have to control our peace, and if we have peace, we will experience joy. And joy is so awesome to experience because that's what Jesus is, right? And so my thing is when I have a deal I don't get or a speaking engagement that falls through, it's all right because I'm in pursuit.
Wow.
I'm in pursuit. I chase nothing anymore.
We're going to stop right there. We're going to stop right there, Ty. We're going to stop right there. We got 45 seconds before we get off the air. I want to thank Coach. Listen, you guys have been amazing. I want to thank First Baptist for coming out and Coach Stewart for your amazing pit bull young men, student athletes. I want to thank Ty Ellis. And this has been an amazing time. We've got to do it again. Folks, listen, on behalf of BCI, again, I want to thank First Baptist Academy, Coach Stewart, along with Ty Ellis. Boy, I learn every time he opens his mouth, for being a part of tonight's event. And for the viewing audience, you can go to the archives, bciedge.org. That's bciedge.org. And be sure to follow us on BCI on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter for info on the next CSL event on Tuesday, April 2nd from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Guys, it's been amazing. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Let's do it again real soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night.